Welcome to the Boujee Multipreneur podcast. I'm your host, Hillary Hashauer-Jones. Tune into my show where we discuss how to attract more money so you can spend more money. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Boujee Multipreneur. I'm your host, Dr. Hillary. Today, we're going to talk about something that will either make or break your business. And honestly, your sanity as a business owner. And that is saying the hard thing. So this episode is inspired by a book I read called Radical Candor. It's by Kim Scott, but we're going to go a little bit beyond that book today because it's not just theory, it's like the real life stuff. This is the team members showing up late, employees not meeting expectations, patients falling off care plans if you're a chiropractor like me, and business partners not pulling their weight. So instead of addressing it, we hesitate, right? We soften it, we delay it, or we avoid it completely. I was just talking to a friend about this too, my bestie, and we try to be so nice sometimes that it doesn't really help anyone, right? We don't want to say the hard things. We don't want to come off kind of bitchy. But in the end, does it help either party? Probably not. So I have learned this the hard way early on in business. I thought being a good leader or business owner meant being nice. I wanted my employees and team to like me. I wanted it to be just easy and fun and a positive work environment, right? Like, what's so hard about that? But if something wasn't working, I would just let it slide. Like, oh, she's just having a bad day, blah, blah, blah. Or I would hint at it, that passive aggressive stuff that we like to do. Or I tell myself, well, it wasn't a really big deal. We didn't lose that much money by her messing up. I'll just keep it to myself. But when we do that, the behavior doesn't change. And I still got frustrated. And the culture of the business got confusing. And the worst part was the team didn't trust where they stood. So when we're unclear, people fill in the blanks for themselves. So the cost of avoidance, right? The cost of us not talking about it when we just avoid hard conversations, what does that cost us really? It lowers our standards. What we now tolerate becomes the norm. It can create resentment in the team. And you start thinking, why am I the only one that cares this much? Or the other team doesn't want to do as much because they see someone else not doing as much. If they don't care, why should so-and-so care? It confuses your team. They don't know what good really looks like. And honestly, it hurts business growth because small problems turn into big ones, right? I'm sure we've all been there if you're a business owner. I mean, heck, this is like a life thing too. Small problems create big problems in the future. A late employee becomes a disengaged team member. A missed protocol becomes maybe poor patient outcome. And they say chiropractic didn't work or whatever your profession is didn't work. And a weak system becomes chaos. So avoidance feels easier in the moment, right? But it's expensive long-term. So back to the book, Radical Candor. It's about care personally, challenge directly. So when we're talking about we care about our team members, right? It's our office family. We need to challenge them directly. But timing matters, your tone matters, and delivery matters. Radical candor is not calling someone out in front of the others, like at a team meeting or something. It's not sending passive-aggressive text messages or emails. And it's not letting things build up and then exploding. It's being direct, it's being respectful, and it's being timely. So I really like the fact that timing matters because I know I, for one, can sometimes let things pass. And then I'm like, well, last week, this and this and this happened, right? And does that help in the moment? Because they're like, well, why didn't you tell me last week then? And like, well, because I didn't want to hurt your feelings. But I'm tired of you making this mistake. And like, well, I wish I would have known. I don't care. Just tell me. I mean, how many times have I had that conversation? So scripting can sometimes help us, especially if you're the team leader or the owner boss. It could be something you could write out. Even with AI nowadays, it can help you. But hey, I want to talk about something because I really value you on the team. And I've noticed that blank, and I want to make sure we're aligned moving forward. Can you help me understand what's going on? Like, this would be something where I would say, I see that you're coming in late a lot. I just want to make sure that, we start at 7 with patients. I need you to get here 6:45, 6:50 at the latest. And I notice it's after 7. Can you help me understand what's going on? Is it traffic? Is it your vehicle? I've noticed it happens every day the past month, something like that. And literally I've had these conversations and the team member will say, I know, I'm sorry, I'll get better. And they generally do. I just don't want to yell at them about it or be so pissed off inside because I let it build up, right? Like, that never helps anyone in any situation at work or at home. Even if it's a performance issue, like, I want to be clear because I care about your success here. Right now, this isn't meeting the standards we need. And I want you to work better with this. I want to work with you so we can get it better or get it back to where it needs to be. So you're not just, complaining about them. You're offering help. Like, I want you here, but this isn't our standards. How can I help you get back to our standards? And it could be something as, I just didn't think I was doing that. Yes, I can do it. I can focus again. Great. I'm glad we had this conversation, but let me know if you need my help. What about if it's like a patient or a client conversation where they aren't doing something correctly or they're dropping out of care, or they haven't come and they've missed sessions? I care about your long-term results. And based on what I'm seeing, stopping now will likely undo progress. Let's talk about a plan that keeps you moving forward. It's kind of like us meeting them where they are. Maybe they can't do everything because of time or money, but what can we do to meet them there? And then neither of us gets upset. What about if it's like a boundary setting where you might need to say something where I want to make sure we're respecting the structure of the office. Going forward, this is the expectation. Like, what if someone's like bringing in their kids all the time and that isn't allowable? I don't know. I'm just any type of boundary where you start to be friendly with people and sometimes they can walk all over you. And I don't know if it's happened to you, but it's definitely happened to me quite a bit. So none of these things that I talked about are mean or aggressive. They're just clear, to the point, and it's the tone and how you present it. It's not, the last 2 months you've done XYZ and I'm really mad about this, Hillary. Like, no, because you do it in a timely manner. It's calm, it's clear, it's what your expectations. It's not that I'm just disappointed in you. And like, and what? Like, what about it? So plan something out, maybe have some short scripts that you use. If you are a manager or a business owner with a manager, maybe you guys talk about scripts for certain situations and you just have them readily available. So ask yourself right now, what conversation am I avoiding? Is it a team member, a system issue, a patient conversation? And then ask, what am I afraid will happen if I say it? Flip it now. What will happen if I don't? Some things I like kind of say is like, well, what's the worst that could happen, right? And for us business owners, we're like, well, the worst that could happen is we lose that team member. Yes. And what's the worst thing about that? Is she the only one in the area that could ever do that position? Probably not. I mean, I know I for certain have said, like, I just don't want to lose so-and-so. So I try to be super nice and give them extra PTO days or let them, habitually come in late. But what if I just say no? That's not what we're going to do. And the worst that could happen is they quit, right? And then you have to find someone else. But maybe that's a good thing. Maybe you were holding them back and they were holding you back. You never know. Things happen for a reason, right? The universe might be trying to tell you something. So if you are a service-based business owner and you want help with building a team, systems, and leadership skills like this, I'd love to work with you. I offer coaching and consulting where we build real structure that way your business can grow without chaos. So you can find me at www.hhjconsulting.com or on Instagram. I'm always on there at Hillary Hushauer Jones. As always, thank you for listening. Get out there and be a money magnet. Click subscribe so you don't miss the next episode, and let's make some money.